chest. And when I'm out, I'm looking for that vintage fling. But all complexions that I adore, so hard to find, these seem impossible to score. So I dream on to someday find that vintage love. I kept on looking, but everyone's such a bore. And out. Oh, it's the Kauffie Company. The Santa's doing his rounds, fans of blankets and browns. Don't be sorry if you missed it. Kit Kat, here's a biscuit. It's the Kauffie Company. It's the Kauffie Company. It's the Kauffie Company. Oh yeah, baby, smell the brew. It's the Kauffie Company, and it's shipping to you. Kauffie, Kauffie Company, yeah. Oh yeah, it's the Kauffie Company. It's the Kauffie Company. Coffee,
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to your place of chill. That is the Kauffie Company. It is the 10th of February, and it is a really chilly 4 degrees centigrade, but with wind chill factor, it is actually -2. It is a really quite a chilly and wet day here in Woodford this afternoon, but the fire is on. We're here to keep you warm with a bit of chat and always with a bit of laughs and maybe a bit of football as well. We will be joined by Mr. Daigle and possibly Mr. Coover, because I love spending time with Coover. That's my guy. I like spending Coover. I got my Ackies, my 2 big Archies. We just need Bobby for another big Archie and Nick, another Archie. Where are the Archies? Where are the Archies, as Bobby would like to say. But it's going to be a fun day. We're going to have a good discussion because we like discussion. Discussion is good. Discussion is fun. But without further ado, I've got my coffee already because I was waiting for Daigle. So let's see who's in the chat to take us through the show. We got Shem Tang, YouTube member, saying, "Afternoon, Mr. Ben Giovanni. Good to see. I hope you had a good weekend." I had a great weekend. I had my lovely Mickey there, and it wasn't going to be spoiled by the absolute shitness that is Tottenham Hotspur. It wasn't going to be ruined. But thank you so much for being a YouTube member. As always, Kate and Jim, throw up the hearts for Kate and Jim. Kate and Jimbo Raid, thank you so much for the raid. It is greatly appreciated. Make sure you subscribe to The Perfect Match if you haven't before. We have Andrew Gregory, YouTube member. Good to see ya. Good to see you, buddy. Hopefully you're well. The Sheriff's in the house saying, "Afternoon, Ben." The Sava raid. Sava hasn't finished yet, but he will be sending people over as well. And it's greatly appreciated that all the friends are supporting a smaller but full of love channel like we try to be. We have Paige. Good to see you, Paige. Saying, "Opening part of the intro reminds me of Hello, Hello." Must be my age. Nah, it's a good show. It's a good show. I still love Dad's Army. And I'm 29, nearly 30. Jesus Christ, I'm 30 this year. Saying, "Afternoon, Pete. It's good to see you, Paige. Hopefully you're well." My brother says he's on his way. I hope not. Angus, good to see you, buddy. He's saying, "Big up the Tribal Drew. If you're some mo." Good to see you, Leo. YouTube member. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Curly is saying, "Good morning." Is it good morning? It's a morning for someone. Good, it's morning for someone. Drew La La is in the house. Good to see her. Good to see her. I hate the cold. I hate the cold. It is miserable. It indeed is miserable. Your review. No. Don't twist my words, Sheriff. Don't twist my words, buddy. I said without Brennan Johnson, we don't know how to score goals anymore. So I was being critical, but also saying the good points. I can say 2 different things, and both, yes, Brennan Johnson isn't the greatest footballer, but without him, we cannot score goals anymore. So it's called being critical, but also supportive at the same time. We can critique. Critique is always a good. You do need to show a bit of critique sometimes. It is good. Drew La La is in the audience. Drew La La. Hopefully you're well, Drew La. YouTube member. Good to see you, miss. Good to see you, miss. Thank God I've moved to Spain. I don't need to deal with the cold as much, indeed. James Watson's in the house from the Scotland Yard. Good to see ya. International observers here. Good to see ya. Morning. Oh, sunshine. The sunshine is here. The sunshine is here. They're having a long therapy session. Indeed. Indeed. Brennan Johnson is the worst winner in the world. No, he isn't, Angus. No, he isn't. There are worse. There are worse. So you don't even. But we're going to be joined by Big Aki's in the house. Aki, how are you doing today? It's early in the morning for you. And I've been complaining that it feels like -2 today.
Let's have a
It's
look.
not -2 there, is it? It's much colder than that. So why am I complaining?
It's currently, let me just turn on my, first of all, good morning to one and all. It's currently feeling like -11 here. It's actually -5, but it's feeling like -11. But we've had quite a bit of snowfall the last couple of days.
Yeah.
So that
actually warm things up though, because the light reflects off the snow and that makes it warmer because then it gets trapped. Yeah. But I will ban the cold when I am president. Jason Bell saying good morning, all the #1 Agon bars in the world. Not by no, he's not the worst winger in the world. Shut up, Angus. I love you, buddy, but shut up. Brennan, worst winger. Try no, then nah. Let's not do it. Jason, on the bright side, Spurs can only disappoint us in one more competition this season. Yes, indeed. Despite your views, I acknowledge you. Thank you for 8 months of membership. Sheriff means a lot. I've not seen any. Not looked at my phone, Angus. I have not seen it. Nice to see the Daigle.
Big up, Drula.
The Daigle. Okay.
Yep.
Let's get to the nitty gritty. Yesterday was embarrassing.
Yeah. What? Do you know what, mate? Is it embarrassing anymore? Serious question. Is it actually embarrassing? Well, when you know it's about to happen. Big up, Mr. Crossamano.
Good to see you.
And big up, Shem. Is it embarrassing anymore? It's frustrating as hell. It's frustrating as hell. Then you've got people like myself that will, and others, and include yourself, and content creators that will come out and put credit or come out and do what we do because, hey, we love doing it. We have our own channels. It's exactly what you're meant to do. And of course, you get some fools in comments that are just it's out of control. It's ridiculous. The things that I see and hear are just hysterical now. Normally, they make me bite and go angry. They're just hysterical. They're just hysterical. And it just makes me laugh that the one that gets called at the moment is Fair Weather Fan.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Mate,
honestly,
that's
brilliant. I love that comment.
That comment has to be the single-handedly most dumbest thing.
It's hilarious.
People that have supported this club for 40 years, 50 years, there's a wide age range in your chat that have supported this club for many a time and all want this club to do well. All want us to do well. But when things were good and you have a really, really good game and everything's great, you're obviously going to be you're going to be happy. But when things are bad, no, support your team.
Yeah,
support your team. You need to do it when the chips are down. This whole nonsense. And you know what? I literally looked at the comments from my videos and other videos, and I want to thank everyone for giving me such a good laugh.
Yeah,
because you're pathetic. You're pathetic. Brilliant. It's hysterical, and this club is dying on its knees.
We're going to talk. We're not going to mention names, but it's always funny. But we got my lovely Jessie's in the house. Good to see her, Jessie. Hopefully, you're well. Good.
Okay, I do just want to know that say as well, and then I'll obviously big up brother Nick. That obviously there's been media silence all day from Spurs.
Yeah,
I was about to say, apart from releasing extra dates.
I couldn't believe that. I literally put that on the We Are Tottenham TV group. I said, this club is shameless. This club
is indeed. But we've got Rinketic as well. It's in here. The unbelievable Dan.
Big up, Dan, brother.
Go and support this man's channel. Absolutely brilliant bloke. My heart always goes out to your family. Anytime I get a chance, my heart goes out to your family. And always give this man, what a top man this guy is. We've got Jason Bell. We've seen him. Good morning, Kaufman and Daigle. This club hates us all. We got Jimmy James. Good to see her. Scott M's in the house. Yeah, good to see her. Scott M, YouTube member. We have. When have we had fair? When we had fair weather? I don't know. Been called an armchair fan. That's another one. Ben's called playing walking football. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Tweaky. Good to see you. Good to see. Oh, there's loads of comments now. Jason H. Mr. Graham. Name of Graham.
Big up, Graham.
Colin Cross. Feel bad. We got Beyonce news. Lol. Medic Greg's in the house. I say Ben K meets the definition of fair weather fan. You'll never see him at Millwall away next year. I will
just add as well. Do you know what someone actually, this is a genuine comment someone put on We Are Tottenham TV yesterday.
Yeah.
Brian, stop running your mouth and actually attend a protest as you never do.
Low.
So there was that. What you should do, Brian, is stop. What you should also.
Here's another fair weather fan.
But you should. I also got told in the very same comment I should give up my season ticket.
Low.
Yep. Oh, it went on like this. So I don't attend protests. I don't arrange protests.
The funniest one, Brian, is we're all Arsenal fans. That's the funniest one.
Oh, that's the best one. That's the best
one of the lot. But Nick, how you doing, mate? Welcome back to the channel. How you doing this morning?
I'm all right, mate. I was just reading through. I was doing what Brian was doing and reading through my comments as well from yesterday and kind of having a bit of a laugh. I just just the world. I wouldn't even say the weather's good, but you know, I think what made me. Yes, you can take the emotion after the game. You know, you can take the emotion after the game. You can say that you got it wrong. But I don't actually think what I said yesterday after the game, I got anything wrong, if I'm honest.
No, I thought you were very constructive, actually. I watched the video. I thought you were very constructive.
I don't know. Yeah. I'm gonna be with Daigle, by the way. I've just put my Nottingham Forest ticket on the exchange. So
what should we be in the pub?
Outside with Daigle.
Yeah, whilst I'm going to say this, I'm not going to name any names, but if you're a real Tottenham fan, you will never, ever, ever support Millwall. Never. There's two teams, Chelsea and bloody Millwall. How dare you?
Listen, I don't even know. I could take it. Listen, I don't get involved with these stupid WhatsApp, YouTube spats.
Yeah.
Because they're all pathetic. Someone wants to have a spat with me, and then when I see them, oh yeah, hi Brian, how you doing? Let me shake your hand. Oh yeah, how are you? I don't deal with this stuff. It's pointless. It takes the my eye off things that are more important. People seem to think, I don't know why, since after COVID, people think YouTube is life.
Yeah.
And this is like the news, and this is actually affecting the rest of the world. This is people that build a community, and lovely people in the chat, and people you get in your chat are wonderful. Tottenham on Tour, all the other shows that come in and listen to us because they want to hear our views on a specific subject that we hold very, very close to our hearts. And right now, that thing that we love is on a life support machine, and they got the defibrillators ready to go clear. and we're trying to get it, but we're trying to make what is sick better.
Yeah.
But you have people that are sick that want to cause shit and derail it. And I will say, there are plants from the club. There are people that are paid to come in and do this. There are just general trolls that think this is funny. We're stronger than you. We're better than you. And it's just nonsense. It's nonsense. People, I'm going to just use Jess. Jess is one of the most loveliest ladies I've ever met without meeting them. Supports Leeds. Got, you know, there's nothing. What, she supports a different football team. I love that lady to bits. I'll do anything for that lady. She tries to inspire people, speaks, but no. We all have to have a ruck, and so, it's absolute nonsense. This whole YouTube world. I don't know why people just don't let people be.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. They think it's life. They think this is like the world.
Yeah.
And I need to have a bigger beef with you with this one and that one all over the place. It's just sad. It's just so
really
sad.
We got Roland's in the house. Good to see you, Rolanda. Good to see you, Naya. Hopefully you're well. Good to see you, Naya. We have no, that's everyone. Cooves, what's up, matey? What's happening?
Same as usual, really. Everything's going fine. Then make the mistake of tuning in to watch Spurs, and it all goes downhill. So, yeah. Other than that, developed some nice carpal tunnel syndrome in this hand. So I've got a thing on there. But it's lucky it's not that hand. That's that one. No, otherwise, yeah, I echo what Brian and Nick's been saying. The trouble is, I find in the last few years when these arguments and different camps break out on different subjects, like whether it's Levy, whether it's Ange, I really like people to stop and just ask themselves, is their argument about, is that what they're about to say about the argument itself, or are you just talking about the person who said it? Because if you're just talking about the person who said it, then I would say you're wrong to say it at all. Because Sean used to say this all the time, and he was quite right. Attack the argument, not the man. And it's happening more and more in recent years. But I'm going to say big up to Leo as well, because I was on the brink of falling out with Leo earlier, just because we're having a to and fro about Ange and things in general. Then I thought, it's Leo. I can't do this. I'm not going to fall out about it. So Leo, if you are watching, I love you, mate, but I'm not going to talk football with you until we've got some good times. Yeah. All right, because it's just not worth it. Let's laugh and smile when things are going well. But yeah, there is this atmosphere now as you have to be one or the other. You can't be in the middle. If you sit on the fence, you're a criminal. If you take one camp, you're wrong because the other camp says so, and vice versa. So it's just happening all the time. It's getting worse and worse. You've got people making videos just to attack individuals now. That didn't used to happen. It happened a bit. I mean, there are some people that are well known for it, but even some of them have calmed down a bit compared to what it used to be like. But in general, why are we attacking each other as fans when there's so much more going wrong at the moment? At the end of the day, the other thing to remember is no matter which club you support, if you really support them, it's not about constantly clapping. It's not about constantly cheering. It's not about constantly moaning and whining either. It's about the need for your team to be better. We want to be at the top of the table. We want to win things. We want to play great football. This is the be all and end all. It's not being right in an argument. It's about doing things we think we need to do to try and improve the situation at the club. This is why I'm staunch Levy out. This is why I'm going to back anybody that has any form of dissent or organised protest about what's going on at this club. It's because it's important and I do want change. Yeah. I don't believe sitting back and doing nothing is going to work. This is probably not going to work anyway. Let's face it. We're talking about a billionaire ownership here. They don't just walk away from that. I can't even. Who's going to buy it? We can't decide that. So it's up to them if they're going to sell and who to. So if we can't influence that, All we can do is try our best, and then we can just say at least we did what we could. If I can hold my head up high there, look myself in the mirror and say I did my bit. Even if I can't get to the protest myself, I'm going to promote it like hell. Brian always knows that. I'll just read anything that posts. That goes for the same for anybody. If you're going to speak out now against ownership and against change at this club for the better, I'm all for it. If people don't want to do that, that's fine. I just don't want to get caught up in these arguments where you're wrong to do it or you're wrong not to do it. If whatever you truly believe is the overriding thing in your life when it comes to Spurs, stick with it. But we can't just let people who differ from that stop at what's going on here. The message is too strong for us. Those of us that believe things have got to change now seems to be the time.
It's that, isn't it, Cooves? It's this comment here. Ships have lifeboats for a reason.
They do indeed. And submarines have torpedoes for a reason as well. And I think we've been hit by a few of them.
Yes.
Well, there we go. I'm starting to repeat now, so I'll stop. What
I will add with what you said, just piggyback on what you said as well. When it comes to the upcoming protest, march, sitting, singing throughout the game, everything, what people need to remember as well, no one is going to this protest thinking, right, it's going to have Daniel Levy scared. He's going to go, oh no, I sell now.
No.
It's more worldwide exposure. This will get back to this. This will get back to sponsors who aren't happy, and I know that. Don't know which ones, but I know sponsors that are unhappy. It gets the wider footballing community talking about it. It gets the exposure and shame on the club, and unfortunately, this is what it's coming to. It needs to be called out for what it is. When I've done my last few YouTube videos, whether it be Tottenham on tour, whether it be We Are Tottenham, I've actually had fans from the opponent team that we've played going, "Do you know what? I feel so sorry for you."
Yep. Even Arsenal fans.
Arsenal fans, Newcastle fans, Villa fans who are now delighted with their owners. You got to remember, in 2019, when we were in the Champions League final, Aston Villa were playing Derby in the playoff final to get back into the Premier League. To get back into the Premier League, since then, they've got ahead of us in this time. And like I said, this is not just thinking, right, after this game, the press are going to have a field day with what is planned on Sunday, a field day, and it will get the maximum exposure. That exposure leads to negative press. That negative press annoys the corporate that are trying to wine and dine clients. It annoys the sponsors because their brand is associated with this football club. And unfortunately, this is what it's come down to. It's not just about, oh, we do this for one day, and it will be continuing. I can guarantee you that Levy goes, oh no. And you got to remember the bigger picture here is apparently Joe Lewis wants out right now. He does and he's the major shareholder and he wants out. It's got to be, people keep thinking and keep going, oh, there'll be 50 of you. You're in for a surprise. I can tell you that. People will say, oh yeah, it's not going to make a change. Levy won't care. He won't care. But the only thing that does matter is money. And if these sponsors, if these corporates start thinking that they're not getting bang for their buck, these F1s and Skywalks, and I can tell you for sure the NFL, AIA, Kraken, that all promote this for good to get exposure, and then they're getting exposure. They're going, oh my God, that team that you're sponsoring, Jesus Christ, what is going on there? It's not a good look. There is so many more strings to there are so many things that we're going for. It's not just to go, right, we have one big march, we have one big chant off, we have one big sit-in, and Levy goes, oh yeah, I best sell now. No. It's to make his life as a football owner.
It's pressure.
And it's to make him as awkward, uncomfortable as possible. And like we did with Sugar, and Sugar said, you know what, I can't do this anymore. And people will keep going, oh, but who are Spurs going to get in? Who are Spurs going to bring home? Who are going to... If you're walking down a road, you see a house you like, you don't just go knock and go, how much for your house?
Yeah.
You don't go, I'm going to buy a house out. But the second you see it for sale sign or it's an estate agent, you're like, oh, I like the look of that. Let's inquire more. So
concrete links, Brian.
that's it, mate. But that's it. We need Joe Lewis and Daniel Levy and Enoch to say Spurs are up for sale.
Yeah.
Then you start seeing people. Why are you gonna? You don't go not. I don't go down the road and say, "Oh, I like that car. How much?" You don't do it. You don't do it. So there is so much to this, and hopefully Sunday is the start of this. Or Leicester was the start, but obviously Change for Spurs and Jay have done a lot of good work.
Yeah.
And all that hard work, effort and everything they've put in, I just hope is reflected on Sunday.
Request to be inquiry to be informed. Nick, you've not said anything in a while, or Phil P calls you the empty chair.
Yeah.
We're going to get to the game in a second because the game was incredibly funny for a lot of it, but it was also sad. It's almost like if you don't laugh, you're going to cry. That's how bad it was at the weekend. Like you're thinking, okay, Tottenham, let's be sensible for the first 5 minutes. Villa are a good team. They're very good at home, and they've got a very good record against us in the FA Cup as well. Where I think they won. They've
only won one of the last 6.
Oh, did they? Oh, okay. So I was wrong. So Villa Park is a very difficult place to go. Yeah. When you see Tottenham concede within 60 seconds, you just laugh, don't you? It's that nervous laugh, isn't it? It was mental. It's like not even we as I would say we're now pessimists. We are now pessimists on this side of the fence. We don't think it can get any worse. It got worse, didn't it, Nick? It got worse.
Yeah, so look, I said it earlier. Takara finished work at 5:30. We kicked off at 5:35. I was parked outside waiting for her to finish. And Villa won, Spurs 0. And I was literally like, and you're like, I just looked, you're like there with a little smile going, I just knew it. You're just like, I just knew this was going to happen. And then, of course, you get a message. You get a message from everyone. Oh, Spurs starting the game again. Good. So when you're looking at that, then I get home, and then I get the pity. I cooked dinner. So we had dinner. I was like, dinner's going to be ready for 6:30. I was like, right, let's have dinner. I'm not interested in the football. Tidying up. I'm trying to do my best to stay away from watching the game as best as I can as possible. But no, I get dragged in. I have to sit down and watch it. And then I just like there was like pity sarcasm from Laura. Oh, come on, Spurs. Come on. You can come back. You can come back.
Vindaloo was in Jesse's chat because I was so bored by the football. I just I can't watch this anymore. I'm just going to watch Jesse's, and I like watching
2-0, and then it'd be good for extra time, wouldn't it? I was like, for who? Everyone else? Yes, it's not going to be for us, is it?
We've become a comedy show.
And then I sat there and I was like, please. I said, please. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to make me feel better. I said, I brought this all on myself now. Everything I've brought on myself. But you know what? And I said this earlier as well. You know when this started? This started when Emerson Royale was sold from this club.
I've got a video about that. This is the state of Tottenham Hotspur when Emerson Royale left.
You know what? You know one thing I will say for Emerson Royale is he was at least prepared to get stuck in.
Yeah.
But you can't say that for all of these players.
We're winning the single.
Is
that a single game, Paddy? Is that a single game?
It's a single pass the ball to another player.
Mate.
Cooves, what went through your mind when we conceded 60 seconds into a game? It was unbelievable, wasn't it?
I was sort of going through my mind. There was a distant church, an overcast sky, tumbleweed going past in the foreground. the whistling wind, then that bell from the church striking again. Everything was black and white. It was good. And then the football snapped me out of it. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah, I actually thought to myself, shall I go and make a cup of tea before the game?
Yeah.
No, I might miss the first minute. And I jokingly said to somebody, I don't want to miss them scoring the opener. And they bloody did. It's so typical, though, isn't it? It's either us getting the fast start and then throwing the game away, or we let the opponents get the fast start and the game's already thrown away before we start trying to play. And it happens again and again and again. And all the talk about injuries being the cause of it, I don't agree with any of that, because we were just as bad when we had the full squad.
Yeah.
We lost more games than we won when all the players were available. That's factual. It was happening last season as well. Injury crisis last season. All the players came back and we were all thinking, it'll be right, we'll finish the season strongly. Didn't happen. These players coming back does not matter. It is something fundamentally wrong with the way we play. And all teams, almost all teams, are finding it very easy to play through us.
Yeah.
The only time we do pick up points is when somebody turns up and has such a stinker, they're worse than we are. And suddenly we look all right then.
Or a Swedish team that hasn't played in 4 months.
Yeah.
So that, but Sava put it up on his stream of where the positions were. They were so high up the pitch on the right hand side. They weren't even in the middle of the park. One ball, and Morgan Rogers was completely on his own. You had Porro who was playing up front, and he's telling them to play like this way, isn't he? He's telling them to play this way. And I'm not gonna use the excuse of they're tired, because from the 50th minute to the 65th minute, they ran their bollocks off again. They ran their absolute socks off for 15 minutes, so they had a bit of energy. Then it all went flat again.
Just a few things. But like Cooper said with the injuries, I said it yesterday on We Are Tottenham TV. Manuel Solomon, who missed the best part of the season from October for Tottenham Hotspur, had to have 4 operations, has gone to Leeds and is playing week in, week out with no injuries.
Yeah.
Alfie Devine, Luka Vuskovic, Ashley Phillips, Jamie Donnelly, Josh Keane. I can go on with these names. No injuries whatsoever. No injuries. And the best one, the tweet I saw yesterday, Japhet Tanganga.
Yeah.
Couldn't keep fit for Spurs. Injury jinx, blah, 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 blah. Has just completed 48 back-to-back successful championship games without a single injury. And then Dominic Solanke, who doesn't get injured, has been here 6 months and has already had 2 injuries. Yeah. So make of that what you will.
Yeah. Solanke was injured before the season started, wasn't he?
Yeah. He got injured. Yeah, and he got injured on the first game at Leicester. Yeah. And then obviously he did his knee. He's done his knee now.
He did his knee in training, right?
Ben White, who's had knee surgery for the filth and been out for months, is ready to come back. But we have the slow healers now, because that's what we do. We got buzzword injury bingo now, and slow healers is a winner. And Joel, when it comes to the game against Everton, I threw my phone across the Scotland yard and knocked over 3 cokes and got my table soaked.
That's good, Mackie.
I launched it, and I forgot my phone was in my pocket, and I went to go smash my hand on the desk. I had my phone. Thankfully, I've got a cover because I gave it some force. But you know what the worst thing is? We all as fans, whether you're at the stadium, in the pubs, at home, whatever you're doing, as soon as they break and get the ball back from us when we're attacking, we can all see what's about to happen.
Yeah,
we can see where the path is, where the open space is. Every time we attacked and got close to the penalty area, Aston Villa disciplined, midfield in a line in front of the defence, making it tight, making it compact. So there's just no way through. As soon as we lose the ball, it is like the Red Sea passing. I was like, oh, you go wide here. The amount of times Aston Villa actually screwed themselves up because there was such an easy pass to play, but they thought, oh no, do you know what? I'm going to use him as a decoy and cut in. We don't have a midfield.
Yeah.
We don't have a midfield. And 2 weeks ago, we heard Bentancur is being impressive behind the scenes and is really being a front runner because to the leadership team, and he wants to make up for lost time. Well, the last 2 games, he's been absolutely embarrassing. And he had to have a Lucas Bergvall tell him to go and applaud the fans at Anfield. Does that sound like a leader? Does that sound
right? And this is another one. He did it against Anfield by playing our best defensive right back at right wing, our best attacking right back at right back, and then our defensive midfielder in Archie Gray at left back. He did it again.
Yeah,
we're doing it again. In the words of Barry, Tell has said, "I want to play in the middle." The reason he's been playing out on the left for Bayern Munich because they've got the best number 9 in the world. He comes to Spurs thinking he's going to play through the middle as a number 9, and he's playing Son Heung-min, who's terrible in the air, and it's been terrible all of this season in the middle, and he's playing Tell, who scored, out on the left. It's like he deliberately plays players out of positions, out of spite.
I think when Solanke's back, I think it'll be fair to see Tell playing out on the left because Solanke is the all-round sort of centre forward. He's got the strength and the physical attributes to hold the ball up, let off. That's a big part of the game. But what we need in our number 9.
Do you think Ange is going to drop Mr. Marketing for Tell to be on the left?
This is why I said I didn't understand why we signed Tell.
Yeah,
he'll put Tell on the right, or he'll put Son on the right because we've seen that before with Johnson on the left and Son on the right. But this manager, okay.
No, the worst thing that's going to happen this weekend, Nick. We said it when you were on Kate's stream before. Udogie will be playing and Spence will be dropped to the bench. That is what's going to happen this week. Pedro Porro is exhausted, but Pedro Porro will be playing at right back. Udogie will be playing at left back, and Dred Spence will be on the bench again. That is what's going to happen this weekend. You can just see it. You see it clear as day. Even though our best fullback this season by far.
Best player,
Ben, first of all, you need to calm down because there's still a week for Destiny to have a setback, and we're here.
For sure.
Yep, he's had a setback, and he's a slow healer, and so don't worry about that yet. We've still got a week.
We've still got a week, Aki. But if he's fit for that game, Jed Spence will be on the bench. And Pedro Porro will still be playing at right back, even though he's been shocking the second half of the season so far. And he was terrible the first half of it. He's had some good moments. He scored a couple of really good goals. But as a right back this season, he has been shambolic. Like beyond... But he was still... You can see it a mile off. And this is why everyone's summoned... The manager has his favourites, and I understand that. Your manager does have his number 111. And you should try and stick by that. But Jed Spence has been one of our best players this year. He's got to play in his position. Archie Gray has been one of the shining lights in the squad, playing in positions he shouldn't be playing, but he's still giving it an effort. That won't even get a chance. Basuma has been shocking this year, but Archie Gray will be. At the moment we have all our centre backs back, Archie Gray will be nowhere to be seen, and he will be playing Basuma, who's been terrible, and Bentancur, who's been terrible. He won't play them. It's a shocker, isn't it, Coves?
No, it's not a shocker because we get used to that, don't we? So we've been for a while. We'd love to big up our youth players coming through, our academy players, but how often do they really get a chance? Not very often's the answer. And then when they do move on, it's not for much money. They'd never go on to have stellar careers elsewhere either. So we've got a habit of overhyping what we do have. And when we have got somebody coming through with some exceptional talent like Mikey Moore, he's going to get very limited game time again. He's already got more game time than I was expecting this season.
Yeah.
And would he have got those chances if the likes of Brennan Johnson weren't injured, if Werner wasn't injured, if Odebear wasn't injured? Nah, I don't think we would have seen him. He would have got the sort of 2 minutes at the end of a game again. So we never do anything right. It's like half a plan for one way of doing football by some ready-mades like Solanke. Whether you rate him or not, it doesn't matter. It's because he fits what we want from a 9. He's big, strong, can hold the ball up, and he presses hard and works hard. That seems to be the the prime requisite for an Ange team. You've got to be
Yeah.
able to press if your players are forward. We've got people that don't do that. Brennan Johnson doesn't do it very well. Timo Werner doesn't do it
But it's
very
funny,
well.
Coos, the moment Brennan Johnson comes out the team, and a lot of people have been slating Brennan Johnson this year. Yeah, I would say he's probably not a good footballer. He's probably not good enough for a top team. The moment Brennan Johnson comes out of that football team, we do not know how to score a goal anymore at all.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah.
We don't know how to score a goal. So Brennan Johnson.
So big up Brennan Johnson.
Big up Brennan Johnson. Absolutely. Big him up.
No.
Yes. Yes. Give credit where it's due. The moment he drops out the team, we can't score a goal anymore.
I suppose you could argue the same for Richarlison, though, couldn't you? It helps to have some players that are able to stand at the back post and tap it in. That's what both of them do.
Indeed. Let's have Orient's team. They're mostly Spurs anyway. Yep. I'd have Donnelly in the team. I'd have Josh Keeley in the team. There is no reason why Josh Keeley shouldn't be playing at Tottenham. He was quality versus Man City the other day. He was absolutely quality. I've got a real... And it's another thing. We've got all these good goalkeepers that Ange won't play. And he signed Kinski for 10 million quid. And the moment Vicario's fit, Kinski will never be seen again.
I can solve that. Inverted goalkeepers.
I like it. I like it. It's is Levy still with what? Yep, he still is. Unfortunately, we did score goals. We did score goals, Scott. You can't argue. He's still our top scorer, isn't he, Brennan Johnson? Still our top scorer in all competitions.
I believe so.
What I can't understand is we've scored 48 goals in the league this season. How?
Yeah.
It's
Brennan
about
Johnson.
4 games, hasn't it?
Nick has to go, unfortunately. He has to do the school pickup. But Nick, thanks for coming on the show as always.
That's all right. Smash a like, and maybe this time in six weeks we might have a new manager. But I'm not.
Yeah. Indeed.
I think, who will? What will happen first? Brian Daigle arrives in the UK, or Ange Postecoglou is still the Spurs has been sacked from Spurs. What's going to happen first? I predict that Brian Daigle will be here before Ange is sacked.
Are you up for a laugh when Ange gets sacked?
Go on.
Shall we all put on screen our own applications for the Spurs managerial?
Yes.
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 And send them in just for a laugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you for coming on, Nick, as always. Good to see you, buddy. And we'll speak to you later.
Speak to you later. And you know what? Angus, we are doing the TikTok dance. And do you know what we're going to do it? We're going to do it when me and Daigle are there together.
There we go. Fair play. Done deal. Done deal.
Yeah, brilliant stuff, Nick. We'll see you in a bit. We'll see it. Jermaine the phone. What would you have done in Son's place? Answer: I would have scored. Yes, he would have. He would have. One man, Brennan Johnson. Yeah, one man team, Brennan Johnson. Orient manager is great. Not sure his tactics, but his press comments are brilliant. Yes, I agree. I'd have their manager over ours every day of the week. Big up, Stu. Big up. Big up. All competitions is meaningless. Scoring against AZ, Alkmaar and Ferencváros. Indeed. Lancashire would have been a better centre forward than Sonny. I agree, but apparently Ange doesn't rate him. We're not losing our minds, but just saying. I have the Brian Bagels email locked. I'm retired. I don't want the job. No, Graham, we're dragging you back in. We're dragging you back in. But there are 183 of you in the audience today. If you have not subscribed before, please make sure you like and subscribe to the Kauffie Company. We're trying to grow this channel, doing a bit of football, a bit of chill, a bit of a laugh. That's what we like to try and do here. But yeah, please like and subscribe. It helps us out.
A bit of chill, a bit of football, and a bit of a laugh. And the laugh part is Tottenham.
Yes, it is. Indeed. Up the Spurs. Up the Spurs. Good to see you, Aki. Good to see you, Arm of Graham in. Yes, Arm of Graham in. Good to see you, Bob. Good to see you, Best News Benjit reaching a much-deserved 1,000. Cheers, buddy. Good to see you, Rob. The top man. Bit of wrestling talk as well. Sometimes 1 a.m. in... only takes you 2 hours to get home from Birmingham. Why does it? What were you doing?
There's a lot of people that yesterday said was an issue getting home. I don't know why, but a lot of people got home quite late.
Who is Brian and Coover's preference for the next manager? We'll start you, Aki. I think I know this answer.
Yep. Well, put it this way. I said my number one, and it was my number one before Ange Postecoglou was Thomas Frank. But the thing is, and I'm going to show my age now, and Coover, I'm sure you'll know this movie. It's got so bad at Tottenham. I don't want any manager to come. I want to. Coover, you watched Brewster's Millions.
Oh yeah.
You know when it says vote for none of the above?
Uh-huh.
That's what I'm doing with the manager. Whoever is coming or rumoured to, I'm going to send them an email telling them not to come in a nicer tone to the ones I used to send Daniel, because in 18 months, you're in a shit show. I will warn them that when Daniel Levy talks to you, he's lying. I will say you will be thrown under a bus. I will do everything. It does not matter who comes here. It does not matter. Do you know what? Maybe Spurs should be interactive. You know, I don't know if people know. Scott M and Ian will know from being over here. In basketball, at half time, they do the halfway shot where you got to I think we should do that for the Spurs manager. Every game, just pick a random seat.
Yeah.
And go, the person that's in the South Stand, block 324, row 17, seat whatever, today your manager. Because there is no plan, there is no nothing, and let's just have some fun with it. Supporters that will care, will want the better, don't have to have the footballing knowledge, but will definitely show pride, passion, and a will to win. Mate, we are comical. I'm just to make things comical now with it. So whoever is up for next Spurs manager, I will email them and say, whatever you do, run for your life. Run for your life.
Indeed. Yeah, why would he? Why would he? Can we have an AI manager? Can't do any worse. Yep, AI manager. Wondering if the Spurs United game on Sunday produces football so bad that actually rips a hole in space-time and destroys the universe.
We can, but
yes. Yes, indeed. The problem is United actually have a really good record away from home. So they can't be trifled with. They are very decent away from home at the moment. They're still shocking, but their away form is much better than their home form, and I don't understand why. Mate, maybe next week we can all take turns. Yes, I think we should. Destiny Fires, big up. Guarantee whoever they pick will do a better job than Ange. Dan, afternoon chats, how on earth does a manager get back more than the best one we had in 20 years? Decision making at this club is beyond trying to understand. Yes, I know, mate. It's really crazy. Really crazy. I really don't know, Faro. I really don't know. I'm not going to give them any. Let's see where he is in a couple of years. He wants us. Yep. And Levy's a chat. He did say that. That's a good idea. There should be super chats. One to make a sub, pay £10 and choose who you want to. Yes. It's like Twitch does. Yes. It's like Twitch does Pokemon. Yes. I like it. Twitch does Spurs. I like it. Just Coover puts in £100 super chat.
Mate, not just that. Do you remember, Ben, when WWE used to do that?
People power.
Yeah, that's what we need to do. We need to bring back people power.
John Laurinaitis.
Yeah, we need to bring back people power. They just make up the matches and they vote. That's what we should do.
And that's for the dugout. We have a little green screen on there. Well, not green screen, just a screen on there. And we have a VTuber. You know, one of those like a little Japanese cartoon girl instead of a manager, and like all controlled by AI. No, it doesn't have to be AI, does it? It can be some pervy old bloke like me or something. Who gives a damn, because it's lies anyway. And they just do all the stuff there on the field, get the fans involved, stupid little comments, and we vote for everything. I love the idea.
It's brilliant, isn't it? Why not?
Yeah, absolutely. Fans literally get what they want then.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's do it. That'll be novelty, wouldn't it? We'll first club to have no manager.
Lancashire on loan to West Bromwich Albion, but not making. They've got Adam Armstrong and started him. You don't know, he's a young guy. Do you think Davis Danso would have been a better passing than Gray? Yes, indeed, I thought I would have. I want to see Archie Gray in midfield. I know he's got quality, this boy. He's got the quality. He needs a chance.
Oh, I didn't give my manager choice either, did I? I've got two, though.
Yeah, AI.
Well, first one, no, Ryan Mason all the way.
Yeah.
Because I would love to just test out the idea that he comes in and with the same group of players, just puts them into a more standard formation that we used to play.
Yeah.
And just see if we start improving the way we play. That will prove a huge point about managerial abilities, wouldn't it? If Ryan Mason steps in and the team improves instantly.
I think they would, Cooves.
I think they would be great, let's face it.
No, they wouldn't be. They'd still be crap. But fullbacks would be in fullback positions. We might attempt to defend. We won't have a donut in the middle of the football pitch. But that Morgan Rogers goal, the first goal, was embarrassing football. It was 2 passes in the first 60 seconds and they scored a goal. Yes, you can say.
Do you think Mason would also be prepared to actually listen to what coaches are saying?
Yes, I would.
I think he would, yeah.
I think he'd actually, because there are rumours that Ange doesn't actually coach him there are rumours that he doesn't actually leave his office and he just lets the coaches get on with it. I think
he's on his mobile all day long, isn't he?
Yeah, he's playing Candy Crush.
You know what makes me laugh? We had a manager in Poch that actually coached that we'd give no money to. And now we've got a manager that doesn't coach that we do give money to.
Yeah.
That's where we are at right now. Poch even said, I don't want to be called manager anymore. I need to be called coach because I don't have a say in anything. And deserved to get money but didn't get it. And then the guy that doesn't coach and doesn't improve players, let's give you more shit. And let's listen to Lange and everyone, because it really worked well with Baldini when this happened. It really worked well with Baldini and the Gareth Bale money. How does this club make sense?
I don't know. Big up, Sava. Good to see you, buddy. Thank you for the redirect. Saying I currently have chicken dippers in the air fryer. I hate to brag. Nice. Well done, you, mate.
Mate, whenever I hear the word chicken dippers, I just think about Ali G. If you've watched the movie, you'll know. Chicken dippers.
Chicken dippers are great.
By the way, other serious managerial choice for me. But I think if we're going to be serious, move heaven and earth to go down to the South Coast, go to Bournemouth and grab Areola, and just say, here's as much as we can possibly put on, whatever it takes to bring him here, because I think he's due to go to bigger clubs anyway. But damn well should be trying for him. Right now as well. Right now, and have all the plans in place by talking to him, just saying, these are the players we are going to shift out this summer, no matter what. And we're going to bring in this, and this to definitely improve key positions.
Yeah.
That's your start. That give them something. But are we going to do any of that? Nah, hell no. We've got a nice, relatively cheap manager now. And even if we do sack him, I'm expecting another relatively cheap manager. Because at the moment, the buzzwords around the club are wage reduction.
Yeah.
Wage bill reduction, isn't it? It's happening with the players. It'll happen with the staff as well. So I think we should apply. I'll manage Spurs for 10 grand a week. That'll be fine.
I just want to know, Sava, send me the post because they put a lot of posts on. I don't know which one you're talking about with Domino's.
We've sold 78,427,391 pizzas since Spurs last won a trophy.
Oh, that's brilliant.
And Specsavers have said since Tottenham last trophy, we've given 43,324,000,000. I don't know. I can't read this number, but that's how
you get the gist. You get the gist. Yeah, it's good.
Brilliant.
It's good.
Iraola grew up with Captain Squarehead to the rivalry. Iraola is a much better manager than he's a much better manager. He's a manager that doesn't make excuses. He's got injuries. He's in a stadium that's tiny. That all the players are trained in a porter cabin. But my God, does he set them up?
Also, even if we are going to be doing things on a budget, which of course we will, because Levy's here, Iraola's shown that you can do that on a budget and produce a decent football team. with due respect to Bournemouth, we should be able to put a lot more money into this sort of project.
Yeah.
So I'd expect us to be higher up the league within that. It's that we got to go for somebody like this.
Mate,
We can't. We know damn well going for a Conte or Mourinho is going to cost the kind of money to be successful that we will never pay.
We don't need those, Cooper. We just need a
No, we don't.
coherent manager that puts in a coherent philosophy. One of the things Ange wanted, and someone put it in the chat, Ange wanted Conor Gallagher. He was ready to die on a hill for Conor Gallagher. He was never going to get Conor Gallagher. That's deluded to think you're going to get Conor Gallagher. Firstly, you're not going to pay his wages. Secondly, he was the captain of Chelsea. He's not going to go to Tottenham. He's got a Chelsea supporting family. And he wanted to go up. He wanted to go up a tier of quality. He didn't want to go down a quality.
well, not just that, Ben. Ryan Isaacs put a bet on with me, so forget all the rest.
Yeah, forget all the rest.
Forget that. That's Ange should have done his own work and realised that. But with Sava saying that, I'm trying to work out now who is twerking more for naming rights, Paddy Power or Domino's or Specsavers.
Yeah,
there you go. There's 3 naming rights.
Oh, please be Specsavers.
Oh, I was just about to say the Specsavers Arena.
Yeah. But that's what I want, Cooper. Forget winning titles.
Arena.
One of the things for a lot of Spurs fans are saying is, who comes in now and wins? Forget winning. Forget it. We're never going to win anything. Forget it. We can't even string 5 passes together, let alone win a cup. We need to put in 3-4 years of having maybe a few more managers, but having this manager build this and then moving it on to that. We need to progress again. We need to go back to being a football side. We need to build an actual coherent style of play again, because this is not coherent. It's bonkers. 100 miles an hour. What you need is to have a decent football team again.
Do you reckon that there's Spurs fans that have literally had laser eye surgery that are going back and saying, can you reverse this like a vasectomy? Like, listen, I need my vision blurred again. Please, please, please. The Specsavers Arena. Please.
With this, it's got to be the Bonnie Blue Arena, because our midfield is like as wide open as she is, apparently. Bonnie Blue Arena.
Mate, you know, this is how bad it's get when people, and it's not, I've seen it all over Twitter, people are using Bonnie Blue for, but this is the thing as well. These fans that are saying, oh, stick with us during the tough times. We are the piss take team of the world. The world.
Yeah.
We are Tottenham Hotspur Football Club or Business Club. And we are being taken the piss out of left, right, and centre. And because people like us and others are trying to fight to get that piss taken eradicated and us back to where we want to be, and like I heard Sava say many times now, it's not even about getting a manager now to get us back into the top 4 race.
Yeah.
They'll get us back in the top 8 race and building. It's like, I thought when Newcastle took over and they kept Eddie Howe, I always thought they're going to let Eddie Howe get them to 8th or something. Then they'll flex their muscles and go for a super manager.
Which is probably what they wanted to do, because we all know.
Oh, no, mate, we all
know the dream of Newcastle United is also bringing Jose Mourinho, and I still think Jose Mourinho's dream job is to go to Newcastle, where his mentor, because we all know Jose Mourinho's football hero was Bobby Robson. Rest in peace. I think that Jose Mourinho wants to end his career at Newcastle and win a trophy with Newcastle. That's what I think he wants to do.
I think Eddie Howe, he is adored at Newcastle. And one thing that happens when you're adored at Newcastle, you're untouchable, and rightfully so. Yeah, and rightfully so. Oh, that's another one we've called. Yeah, clout. That's a good one.
Clout chasing dickheads.
So, mate, it's amazing how many of these people.
What a wonderful thing to say to people.
No, it's not even that. Do you know what it is as well? These people coming out of the woodwork like nothing. People like Sava and Stell put on shows to say, stop doing this behind you, or sorry, should I say, stop doing this and come do this. Very few people did. Very few people did. And no matter what, all of these people talk it and give it, But
Yeah.
when they have a platform, oh, I can't, I'm at work. Oh, I can't, my internet's down. Oh, I can't. Oh, shut your mouth. Just stop running your mouth and calling people out. Because if you walk down the street and saw Sava or saw Stel or saw me or saw whoever, you ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing. All you're going to do is walk past, blah, blah, blah. That's it. People come for, and I've seen in a certain guy's video, who I won't go into, but let's just say he's got a couple of guys in there that would like to bring always mine, Sava's, and Stel's name into it on other channels, but they won't once step in to a chat I'm in, or Sava's in, or Stel's in, but they feel
You've
they
seen
can
it
go
with me, Aki. People go into chats that are not affiliated
Mate,
with me. Call me a
it's
toxic snake, for
it's-
example.
mate, it's just so stupid. It's so
childish.
stupid. And their name is something like user and loads of numbers, or some kind of nickname for when they were like 13 years old. Everything Sava does, everything I do, I have my face behind everything. My profile pictures on all my social media, I put my face on here. Everything. It's just sad people that think they can run their mouth, go behind people's back, go in chat, and Sava's called it out when he sees it.
Yeah.
Called it out when he sees it. And on that part, he's bang on the money. He's bang on the money. These people, I'd love to watch. Joe, I would. Joe, there was nothing would give me more pleasure than for me, Sava, and Stel to walk down a road knowing they're all there. All these people that want to run their mouth out and call us out, we won't do anything. We'll just walk down the road. Won't hear a sodding thing. Won't hear a bloody word.
Yeah.
But they think they can get behind their keyboards, do what they do. And like I've said, thank you so much for the comedy. I have found it.
Brilliant.
It has been
Absolutely brilliant.
I pissed myself. And the good thing is we all have a good joke about it.
Yeah.
We all have a good joke about it. It's just ridiculous. So I would love to walk down the road with all these people down there and come and say what you want to me. Have the guts to come and say.
Let's have a chat.
They won't.
Let's just have a chat. But without further ado, that is the end of our stream. We only go for an hour.
Well, very quickly, can I just give a quick big up to Alex, Mr. Box Office?
Yeah,
indeed. On this subject, people will criticise him all day long. People slate him for everything, all of his views and everything. I'll tell you what, though, if he's invited to a debate, he turns up every time.
Yeah,
every time. Doesn't back away from anything. I respect that more than some people who say give all the big words, but then when they come to actually having a debate on it, they run away.
Absolutely.
The excuses, they're like Spurs injuries.
Yeah.
Sorry, my internet is a slow connection.
Yeah, that is it. It's really sad. Everyone just needs to name calling is just stupid. It's absolutely stupid. But thank you all so much for watching today's show. We will be back tomorrow at 2 p.m, the usual time for the Kauffie Company. Kuva, when can we next find you on the show, buddy?
Well, I'd imagine it's going to be here again.
Yeah.
I don't know, either tomorrow or I expect we'll have Brewing Bollocks either Wednesday or don't know this week, do we?
Yeah,
we'll find out.
It'll be Wednesday. It'll probably be Wednesday, wherever.
Probably Wednesday. It'll be here anyway.
It'll be here, but
otherwise, find me in the chat section on Jess's channel, JSY Talks Football. That's our chill little retreat to channel.
Great stuff. Great stuff. Brian, when have we not got a show, Aki?
Well, I plan this week to flood Tottenham on Tour content. I plan to get a lot out. If anyone, I've got I've sent it out to a few group chats and a few friends, but anyone here that's in your chat, and there's 160 of you, I'm going to be wanting to put out 5-minute pre-record videos that you've recorded and send to me or us at Tottenham on Tour whether you've got me on social media, whether you want to email Tottenham on Tour. Kate, I will talk. Do you know what? You brought it up. Listen, you want to mention Stell and he runs his mouth. That's between you and Stell. That's between you and Stell. I don't know why. I'm talking about right now the abuse that we get. And the first thing people do is do this. I don't know why you want to do this, Kate. I don't know why. No, I will, because I get sick and tired of this, and not just from Kate. The abuse I get and stand up and be counted for what I do and what I've said and what I stand by. I'm talking about these fans that want to get so vile, personal and everything. You may have a disagreement with Stell, and that's totally fine. I never go on any other show and start typing in about you or Stell or anyone else that you've got beef with on other people's shows. Yet right now, we're having a discussion about something, and then all of a sudden, you want to do that, then call Ben out for not bringing the bloody comment up. It's totally uncalled for. It's totally unwarranted. You have your beef with Stell. I have beef with others. I've got problems with a few people. Never, ever bring them up by name. Ever. Because it's not fair on Ben, whose show it is, and I apologise for doing this, Ben. It's just totally, utterly unnecessary. It really, really is not. You just did. You literally just said, I didn't think you're going to bring my comment up. And if I've misread that, then I apologise for that part. But there is absolutely no reason right now to bring that up.
But we're going to end the show there. We're going to end the show there, guys. But thank you all so much for watching. Aki.
Yeah.
Cooves, give your catchphrase, Sunshine. Give your catchphrase.
Oh, what should we go for this week? Mason in.
Mason in. Aki, take it away, Sunshine. Take it away.
And as always, Levy out.
And as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching today's stream. We'll be back tomorrow. But thank you so much. Yes, smell what the cough is brewing. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Ciao for now.
A little different than all the rest. I'm quite old-fashioned, wear a hat, sometimes play chess. And when I'm out, I'm looking for that vintage fling. But all complexions that I adore, so hard to find, these seem impossible to